going in blind to TonyFlygon, Lord Thorx. Again, GSCPL. Jinx on Jinx. This is gonna be a really fun game. Offense on offense. Let's just enjoy the spectacle. Holy cow, the chat is popping off. We see a sleep into the lax. Just sleeps the Jinx, the crit immediately. Thorx is just kind of moving. Notice the thief on the opposing Jinx. Doesn't steal any leftovers. Wakes up immediately, steals lefty from Tyranitar. That's brutal. Ice beams, no freeze. I was thinking there was gonna be like the insane hacks, so just getting an immediate freeze. Pursued instead of rock slide. Everything's going bad. Misplays again. Oh, and now you're in trouble. Ice beam to lax. Don't know if it's a nightmare here. This could be really bad. Doubles a Jinx on the potential nightmare. But you can always just switch out of this, which he does. He goes to his own lax, but he nails him with the thief. This is very intense, crazy, hyper me commentating this. Anyhow, we have both laxes asleep. One of them has been stolen. I would favor Lord Thorx, even though Tony had the better target on the lefty steal. That low of a Tyranitar is pretty bad for Tony. And the Jinx is still very much in commission. Curse is up. Can't Toxic it because it's behind the rest. So you're just going to spike and hope it doesn't curse again. Which it didn't, but it rested. Which is still kind of scary. This might... Okay, I was like, this might be triple thief. Tony's going to have some kind of electric insurance, so maybe like a Nidoking or an Eggy or something. Lord Thorx's last is very, very likely going to be Gengar. Rapid Speed to deploy, goes to Zap on the spikes. The dynamic of Golem can't really spin on Cloyster until Cloyster has been toxic by opposing Cloyster. Yeah, I was right. It is Gengar, permanently walls of Snorlax, and this is where the major Ice Beam chip on the Tyranitar is very, very valuable. In this case, thiefing the Tyranitar was far more... Hold on. Thiefing the Tyranitar was far more valuable than the Lax, because in thiefing the Tyranitar and Ice Beaming it so much, it's so low that it can't reliably remove Gengar, which completely negates his lax. Also, this is the second Jolteon in 4 matches I've commentated. What is going on? Zokaru is like, is Jolteon weak? Is it Jolteon weak? Like, that's what I want to know. Jolteon Moltres. What the crap? Flamethrower? Who runs Flamethrower on Moltres? Those are the people that don't run Charcoal on Moltres. The reason why you run Fire Blast on Charcoal is so you can do it Galax with the spikes down in Sun. Which is admittedly really, really rare. That you actually have all those conditions perfectly. So I do really understand Flamethrower, because missing Fire Blast is one of the suckiest things in the world. Goes to Lax. This is a pretty offensive team. The Jolteon is kind of nasty. Though, if it's a Growth Passer, because you Growth Pass to Moltres, and then you get still stuffed by Starmie forever because you're Flamethrower, but we pretend like that doesn't happen. This team looks woefully scared of Starmie. God, like Starmie Missy stuff looks awful, but no, wait, what am I talking about? When do you run Starmie Missy? I'm sorry. This team looks like it's very anti-offense. It can play into stall, but doesn't look like it wants to. Not rolling double edge there really blows for Tony, because if he double edges the Jinx, that's insane. Yeah, Golem gets free entry on this Lax. It stays in. It's going to take a lot of damage. Golem takes a chunk, but Lax is taking a lot more. EQ is not scary because there's a Moltres on the other side. Stays in. It's going to rest, right? Yeah, clears Nightmare. Nightmare would be insane if it auto-stayed on, even if, like, for rest turns. Turns where you click rest. Catches the Jolteon with EQ. Tony's in trouble here. Moltres does look scary, though, if it can dodge a Thunder. And then if you can bait the boom out from Golem, And if he can bait the boom out from Gar, and I think Tony's just ran out of steam. That EQ on Jolteon was brutal. He gets a chance to click Sunny Day. Zapdos should probably goes for the Hidden Power Water. Flamethrower is just gonna drop you. I think if you stay in, you have to go for the. Oh, it's Destiny Bond, Gar. I don't know why you Destiny Bond on a Flamethrower. You can just calc that. You're just presenting that you have Destiny Bond, which is significantly less scary than if you had Explosion. This Moltres might actually be able to do something. Crit on the Snorlax with Ice Beam. Does it rest? Does it rest? Does it rest? No, it EQs. That's the worst possible roll for Sleep Talk. It's gone. And he has Psychic, perfectly nailing the Cloyster. Tony might be able to take it back based off of that Soul Ice Beam crit into non-rest or non-double edge. Well, maybe double edge kills. But it's Dynamic Punch Gengar fishing for the for the fusion, and he gets it. And now Jinx has died. Zokru, Gengar is fair, absolutely. Honestly, though, it is a more likely scenario than that Ice Beam crit. But like missing Dynamic Punch, oh, this is scary. This is really scary for Tony. Does he just sack something? Moltres is such a threat, but like, are you sacking the Lax? You could, right? You could actually do that because Moltres kills everything except for the Golem. But you have to hit Gar on the switch. Or is he just fishing for Dynamic Punch misses? Is he gonna PP stall the Gengar? Oh, Golem comes in. Fusion hits. Ideally, you just double edge. You see double edge here if you're a Thorx fan, but no, he goes the right play and rests. Not opening himself up to being dragged out. Jinx dies. That's not what you want to see. Cloyster comes in for free. Surf is looking terrible to switch into. Does he have to go to? He goes to the Jinx. That's probably the best one to go to. It is the best one to go to. And he's just gonna let it go, right? Hopes he can get a lovely kiss off. You have to hope he sleeps here if you're Tony, and he does. Man, this game's been nuts. Tony's team is so weird, and I like it. I want to know that Jolteon set. I want to know. Yeah, he wants some Dynamic Punch misses here, and he's getting one of them. He needs to get some curses under his belt, or some rest. That works too. Goodness. Golem comes in. Threatening boom, but you just always go to. Do you always go to Cloy? No, no. He stays in with Lax, and Gar comes in. He needs some more Dynamic Punch misses. Oh, but it does have Ice Punch? No way. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I thought. I'm an idiot. Dynamic Punch Destiny Bond is a set. As much as I think Boom Dynamic Punch is better, but I thought it had already revealed 3 attacks. And one of them wasn't Ice Punch, like the Thief Thunderbolt Dynamic Punch Gar that's been running around. Gets the freeze, though! That's awful. That's so bad for Tony. And it's a crit. Oh, Tony, your shot's just down the drain. You're done. Sorry, man. Sorry, Weefit Wolverines. I'm pretty sure that's who drafted Tony. Man, Tony brought such a wild team. Oh, it almost works, too. If it weren't for that meddling Ice Punch freeze. Goes for the Flamethrower crit, plays to his out, and he has to, like, burn the Golem. And I don't know, he just loses it. He just guaranteed loses. That was a haxing game of both sides a little bit, but also like there were some nasty plays. That Jolteon getting EQ'd was kind of brutal. Double Jolteon in 1 week. That's kind of nuts, though. Alright, well, thanks for sticking with this GSCPL coverage.